Today he is at 1 lakh per month, and earlier he was earning survival income of 30K per month.
So I'm practicing in Bombay High Court. I do tax work, then securities law, check bouncing, and all the kind of work that I'm getting, drafting, pleading in court, everything I'm doing. But the other part which LawSikho talks about is building a track record and your outreach, where you are able to showcase your work to others. So I started using LinkedIn, YouTube.
So we have one of our students here, Pritish Chatterjee. So Pritish has been working in this commercial area now, and he started independently in January this year. Today he is at 1 lakh per month, and earlier he was earning survival income of 30K per month. And he's been posting actively on LinkedIn, putting up videos, and got a couple of retainers also. He'll share his journey with us. Pritish, you are doing commercial litigation work, right?
Yes,
And earlier you were trying to establish yourself independently, but you were
correct,
facing some struggle. Like you were litigating in Bombay, and I think you were working under a senior initially, right?
correct.
And were they paying you?
No.
They were not paying you. And then what was your goal? You decided to stop doing that and be independent?
I continued with my senior for about 4.5 years
Hmm.
because I needed to learn the skills. Even if I was not getting paid, I learned the work. I could learn the tax work, and after I thought I have learned enough, then I thought I can go independent.
Hmm.
Then I went independent since last year.
Okay. But what is the kind of work you're doing now?
So I'm practicing in Bombay High Court. I do tax work, then securities law, check bouncing, and all the kind of work that I'm getting, drafting, pleading in court, everything I'm doing.
Got it. Great. And how were we able to help you?
So there are two things. One is the aspect of going to court and reading up on laws, and that everyone does. That you have to work hard. That is a traditional way. But the other part which LawSikho talks about is building a track record and your outreach, where you are able to showcase your work to others. So I started using LinkedIn, YouTube, and other platform about what I was already doing, but people did not know.
Shall we find some of the things you did?
Sure.
Is always helpful, right? And you know what? Why I'm saying this? If you're writing articles, sharing on LinkedIn, you can get internships and interview opportunities. He's getting litigation clients for it. Look, cancellation of registration of trust. He's writing, right? How to draft a legal notice. Look, 795 likes he has got. Correct? Literally viral kind of thing. Outside the courtroom, he's posting. Now, many of you are doing all this heavy duty SEBI and banking law study. If you post about this and you share this with a law firm partner and say, I can help you with research, they'll be like, hell yes, I want to. Pritish, when you started doing this, did this gain traction?
Yeah, I think the common problems could be once you start making the content, you are
Yeah.
sucked into trying to make content and whole world of getting more likes. But the point is, we are lawyers. We are not primary content creators, so to speak. What we are doing, we have to represent truthfully. So I have never made a video which I've not done or have no idea about. So I try to stick to what I've done so that if there is any question, because I'll give you an example. I had made a video about making a recipe. So Precipe is a simple application in the High Court that you have to make for removing objections. It's a simple procedural aspect, but we get such a hard time for not knowing the format. If you go and ask a clerk, he will say, "Aapko itna bhi nahi pata." You'll ask your senior, they will say, "We can't teach you. You learn on your own." So these are very small things, and I wish someone could tell me at that time. So because no one told me, and I had to learn all these things, so I thought I can make videos about all this. If it gets some of them, so good. If it doesn't, no problem. Just point is to keep making videos or talk about things what I've learned and what I'm doing, and the rest is up to others. So just want to help out.
And how has the traction been?
Traction, I think some of the videos have been getting a lot of likes and reposts, and some of them are not getting. So I think mixed response.
Yeah, you've got some videos which have got 600, 700 likes. That's very good. And have you had clients reach out to you?
Yes, yes.
So this works.
Yeah.
Like this, can they build up a network with law firms and banks,
Absolutely.
house councils?
Absolutely.
Great. And how much are you earning now? from practice?
About 1 lakh a month.
Independently.
Yeah.
And how much time it took you
Yeah.
from January to now?
So it took me some, I think, 1.5 years or a little bit more than that from the time I started independent work.
You had come 6-7 years back and interned with us, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Your profile says you do securities litigation. So can you tell us something
Yes.
about that?
So actually, I had got a retainership from a firm, and I've just been into it 3 months into it. So I'm also learning. So yeah, there's a lot of securities litigation work. There's a lot of investment advisory cases that come,
Achha.
takeover code.
You are doing work on takeover code.
Yeah.
Here people are
Yes.
studying for SEBI Grade A exam where they have to learn SEBI regulations, and they're getting banking sector backups, banking sector exam, IBPS SO, bank law officer exams, and limited insolvency exam they'll study, and they have contract drafting as a backup for private sector jobs. Okay, now if they use these techniques, they can get law firm jobs with this kind of preparation, this kind of advanced knowledge of banking law and insolvency law, and they are using LinkedIn and they're writing articles. Getting jobs will be a no-brainer, right?
Yes. There'll be some rejection.
90% rejection, मान लो. There are
Yes,
people who
yes.
don't apply. They'll apply to 3-4 people and nahi milega. And there are people who have zero value to add, so they'll apply to 100-150 people also and they get full rejection. क्योंकि किसी ने
Yeah.
मेल खोल के ही नहीं देखा, क्योंकि रिलेशनशिप ही नहीं बनाया. We taught them कि
Correct.
30 लोग के साथ LinkedIn पे कैसे रिलेशनशिप बनाना है. Now we'll show them how to get invited
Correct.
on podcasts. So that kind of thing completely changes the game.
And I think it's very important to add that value. So just to give an example, in that recipe video I had made, many young lawyers had reached out to me that, "Arey boss, this problem even I faced in my initial days. और ये कैसे करना मुझे नहीं पता, thanks for sharing."
And if your
But-
content is
yeah.
good and correct, even senior lawyers will appreciate. And whom do you act for? A law firm for securities work.
Yeah, got a retainership.
Great.
Yes.
Congratulations and thank you,
Thank
Pritesh.
you. Thanks.
What is your next goal?
Next goal is to do more work to add more value.
And
So,
earnings goal,
let's see.
time goal.
Earnings goal is to somewhere it's 5 lakh a month, but let's see. I've not set a timeline for it, but that's the next financial goal.
Good, very good. You should target in the next 2 years.
Got it. Sure.
If you're doing LinkedIn like this, it will happen.
Hopefully, I'll come back again after 2 years and then share my experience reaching from 1 lakh to 5 lakh.
Yeah, and he's very young, Himanshu. He's damn young. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pritesh.